Ladies and gentlemen, imagine a moment where everything feels still, where your mind isn't racing, and you're free from the endless loop of thoughts pulling you in every direction. This peace isn't a far-off dream, it is here now waiting for you. Overthinking often stems from the mistaken belief that we are our thoughts. This identification with the mind creates a sense of entanglement, where every thought feels personal and important, as though it defines who we are. When we think, what if this goes wrong, or why did I say that, we don't see these as fleeting mental constructs, but as reflections of our reality. This is where the trap lies. We believe that solving or analyzing every thought will bring clarity or relief, but it often leads to more confusion and stress. To break this cycle, it is crucial to step back and observe thoughts rather than becoming entangled with them. Think of your mind as a sky and your thoughts as passing clouds. Some clouds are dark and heavy, while others are light and fleeting, but none of them define the sky itself. The sky remains vast and unaffected no matter what passes through it. Similarly, your true essence is the space of awareness in which thoughts arise and dissolve. The act of observation creates a gap between you and the thought, allowing you to see it for what it truly is, just a transient mental event. This space is where freedom begins. When a thought arises, instead of following it down a spiral of overanalysis, notice it as an object in your awareness. Label it if needed. This is worry or this is doubt. By naming it, you disidentify from it. The moment you realize that thoughts are not personal, they lose their power. They no longer dominate your inner world because you see them as passing phenomena rather than truths about who you are. This shift allows for a more peaceful and grounded experience of life, free from the tyranny of overthinking. Overthinking thrives in the realms of the past and the future. The mind replays past events, questioning decisions or imagining alternative outcomes, while simultaneously projecting fears and expectations onto the future. This constant back and forth creates a mental storm, where the present moment is entirely overlooked, yet the present is the only moment that truly exists. The past is gone, and the future has not arrived. The more we focus on these illusory realms, the more we disconnect from the peace available in the now. When you dwell on the past, you are engaging with memories, mental reconstructions of events that no longer exist. These reconstructions are often distorted by emotions, assumptions, and incomplete perspectives. Similarly, when you worry about the future, you are imagining scenarios that may never come to pass. These thoughts are projections, not realities. Both past-focused regret and future-focused anxiety pull you away from the immediacy of life, leaving you stuck in a cycle of mental chatter. To anchor yourself in the present, begin by observing what is happening right now. Engage your senses. Feel the texture of the chair beneath you, notice the rhythm of your breath, or listen to the sounds around you. These small acts of awareness bring your attention back to the here and now, breaking the cycle of overthinking. Ask yourself a simple yet profound question: what is my problem at this very moment? In most cases, you'll find that there is no immediate crisis or issue requiring your attention. The present moment is rarely overwhelming. It is the thoughts about the past and future that create stress. By focusing on what is real and tangible in this moment, you begin to dissolve the mental noise that overthinking relies on, allowing clarity and peace to emerge naturally. When we overthink, we often create stories in our minds, narratives that interpret, analyze, and sometimes distort reality. These stories are built on judgments, assumptions, and fears, layering complexity over what is often a simple truth. For example, a single unanswered text message can spiral into thoughts like, "They must be upset with me," or "What if I did something wrong?" These interpretations are not based on facts, but on the mind's tendency to fabricate scenarios. Over time, these stories can become so ingrained that they feel like reality, driving unnecessary stress and emotional turmoil. Recognizing that thoughts are not reality is a powerful step in breaking this cycle. The mind is a master storyteller, but its creations are not inherently true. A thought is just a thought, an ephemeral mental construct that has no bearing on the truth unless we give it power. The moment we believe the stories the mind tells, we become entangled in overthinking, unable to see situations as they truly are. The practice of mindfulness offers a way to dismantle these mental narratives. Instead of reacting to a thought or engaging with the story it presents, simply observe it. Notice its tone, its emotional charge, and its impact on your body and mind. Label it if necessary. This is fear or this is judgment. By doing so, you create a distance between yourself and the thought, allowing you to see it as separate from your true self. Furthermore, challenge the validity of these stories. Ask yourself, is this absolutely true? Or what evidence do I have to support this thought? Often, you'll realize that these narratives are unfounded and unnecessary. By letting go of these mental stories, you free yourself from the grip of overthinking and open the door to greater mental clarity and inner peace. Practicing stillness is one of the most effective ways to break free from overthinking. Overthinking thrives on the constant movement of the mind, jumping from one thought to another, analyzing, planning, or worrying. Stillness, on the other hand, interrupts this cycle by bringing your attention to the simplicity of the present moment. It is not about forcing the mind to stop thinking, but about shifting your focus away from the chatter and towards a state of mindful awareness. A simple way to cultivate stillness is through the breath. The breath is always present, a steady anchor amidst the chaos of the mind. By directing your attention to the rhythm of your breathing, you ground yourself in the now. Notice the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostrils, the rise and fall of your chest, or the feeling of your belly expanding. This focus quiets the noise of overthinking and creates a space of calm within you. Engaging the senses is another powerful tool for practicing stillness. Pay attention to the sensations of your body, the sounds around you, or the colors and textures in your environment. Each sensory experience is rooted in the present, drawing your awareness out of the whirlwind of thoughts. The sound of a bird, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, or the texture of fabric against your hand can all become gateways to stillness. Even brief moments of stillness can have profound effects. They remind you that peace is always accessible, not something to be achieved through solving every problem or finishing every task. As you practice stillness regularly, you develop the ability to observe your thoughts without becoming entangled in them. This practice creates a habit of presence that naturally diminishes the power of overthinking and allows for a deeper sense of clarity and peace. Letting go of the need to control everything is essential to overcoming overthinking. Overthinking often stems from a desire to predict, manage, and control every aspect of life. The mind believes that by anticipating every outcome or preparing for every possible scenario, it can create a sense of safety. However, this attempt to control the uncontrollable often leads to frustration, anxiety, and mental exhaustion. Life is inherently uncertain and unpredictable. Trying to control it completely is like attempting to hold water in your hands. The tighter you grip, the more it slips away. Overthinking arises when we resist this reality, crafting endless scenarios in our minds in a futile effort to gain control. But true peace comes not from controlling life, but from trusting its flow and embracing its unpredictability. Surrendering to the flow of life does not mean becoming passive or indifferent. It means recognizing what is within your control and what is not. Your actions, decisions, and responses are within your power, but the outcomes often depend on factors beyond your influence. By accepting this distinction, you can focus your energy on what truly matters and let go of the mental strain caused by worrying about the rest. A helpful practice is to regularly ask yourself, is this something I can control right now? If the answer is no, practice releasing it with your breath. Visualize the worry leaving your body as you exhale. Trust that life has an intelligence far greater than the mind's ability to predict or plan. By surrendering the need for control, you free yourself from the endless loop of overthinking. You begin to act from a place of clarity and intuition, rather than fear and resistance, allowing life to unfold with greater ease and harmony. Cultivating gratitude is a powerful antidote to overthinking. When the mind becomes preoccupied with endless worries, regrets, or uncertainties, it often loses sight of the present moment's blessings. Overthinking thrives on what is lacking, what could go wrong, or what might have been different. Gratitude shifts this focus, redirecting attention to what is already good, beautiful, and fulfilling in life. Gratitude is not just about acknowledging grand gestures or significant events, it's about appreciating the simple, everyday moments that often go unnoticed. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the kindness of a stranger, the taste of your favorite meal, these small joys are the foundation of a grateful heart. By consciously noticing and valuing these moments, you train your mind to see abundance rather than scarcity. When you practice gratitude, you also break the cycle of mental comparison which fuels overthinking. Thoughts like, why am I not as successful as them, or why didn't things work out for me, fade when you focus on what you have rather than what you lack. Gratitude fosters contentment, helping you to let go of the need to analyze or fix what isn't perfect. One practical way to cultivate gratitude is through journaling. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for, no matter how small. This simple practice rewires the brain to seek positivity, reducing the mental clutter caused by overthinking. Additionally, expressing gratitude to others can deepen your sense of connection and bring peace to your relationships, alleviating the mental turmoil that arises from misunderstandings or unspoken appreciation. Gratitude brings you back to the present moment where life is happening. It replaces the mental noise of overthinking with a sense of calm and fulfillment, reminding you that peace is not found in the mind's endless chatter, but in the heart's quiet appreciation.